I took hot spaghetti to the head at my wife's family reunion. I threw one punch. Everyone froze, then turned on me. My wife said, "You should take every insult and apologize." Instead, I bought a one-way ticket to Hawaii. 5 minutes later, my phone exploded with 315 messages. Here's what really happened. Act 1, the reunion barn-style dining hall, rustic chandeliers, expensive perfume. The Prescotts, my wife Marissa's family, occupied the long table like royalty. Uncle Howard, blazer and bourbon voice. Aunt Margot, gold bracelets that sounded like wind chimes. And Tristan, my brother-in-law. Prep school smirk. Lifetime subscription to arrogance. I sat quiet, hands folded, doing the blend into the woodwork. They bragged about aspen, napa, and marble that clashed with a chandelier. I nursed water like it was courage. Tristan leaned in. "Grayson, you're awfully quiet. Can't keep up with adult conversation?" Chuckles rolled down the table, the polite, cruel kind. I forced a smile. "Just enjoying the conversation," he kept going. "Maybe we should talk tractors and pie contests, your speed." More laughter. I looked to Marissa for backup. She gave me the look. "Don't make a scene." Act 2, the spaghetti conversation drifted to Miami penthouses. Tristan stood, lifted a ceramic dish the size of a hubcap, and smiled at me. "Buddy, you look pale. Need some color?" He tipped the dish. Scalding marinara hit my scalp. Noodles slid down my face. 3 seconds of silence. Then Tristan laughed, the deep belly kind. Pure joy at my humiliation. I stood. Pasta fell like sticky confetti. My fist moved before my brain did. Crack, he dropped chair and ego together. Silence, then chaos. Aunt Margot shrieked, "He could have a concussion." Uncle Howard muttered about keeping things civil. Marissa just stared at me, not horrified for me, disappointed in me. No one offered a napkin. No one said, "That went too far." I understood. I wasn't family. I was entertainment. Act 3. The porch ultimatum. I stepped onto the porch. Night air, cool and honest. Marissa followed, arms crossed. That was quite a performance. "Your brother poured hot food on my head," I said. "You know how Tristan is. You should apologize." To him. "To everyone. You embarrassed us. Uncle Howard was considering bringing you into a project." There it was. Their values in one sentence. "I'm not apologizing," I said. "Then don't come home," she replied, and walked inside. Act 4. The ticket. I drove. Gas station fluorescence. A bottle of water. A crumpled pile of napkins. Free Wi-Fi sign. A search bar blinking at me. "Where do you want to go?" "Anywhere." But here. I typed 4 letters. HAWA. Red-eye to Honolulu. 5 hours, 12 minutes. Window seat, 23A. I hit purchase. Freedom on a confirmation screen. My phone buzzed non-stop. I turned it off. Silence felt like oxygen. Act 5. The flood on the road. I finally checked the damage. Marissa. "Where are you?" "Don't do this. You're making a scene." Tristan. "You're finished. I'll have you arrested." Later. "Come back. We'll talk." Uncle Howard. "Call me. We need to discuss your future with this family." Aunt Margot. "After everything we've done for you." Sophie. "OMG, this is better than reality TV. Not one text asked, 'Are you okay?' Not one message mentioned the assault. It was all about control. I powered the phone down again. The quiet was better than any comeback. Act 6. Arrival recycled. Airplane air tasted like freedom. The jet bridge opened to warm trade winds and plumeria. I grabbed a cheap Airbnb from a host named Chemo. Description: clean, quiet, close to beach. Good if you want to think, or stop thinking. Perfect, Chemo. Met me with a real handshake. First time? Yeah. Good. The islands show you what you need to see. I walked to the ocean and let the waves reset my brain. Act 7, starting over mornings, sunrise walks and coffee at a shack that served bowls of tropical color. Afternoons, a cafe with mismatched chairs and a book I actually read. That's where I met Lonnie from Wave Rider Surf Shop swearing at a broken website. I can help, I said. 3 hours later, her site worked. Clean, simple, fast. How much? Nothing. That was fun. She laughed. You think this is fun? I've got friends who need help. Word spread. Maria's food truck needed online ordering. Tommy's fishing charter needed a real site. Elena's beach glass jewelry needed a store that didn't look like 1998. I wasn't the disappointing in-law anymore. I was the guy who solved problems and answered emails. The work felt like mine. The gratitude felt real. Act 8. The phone. Again. 2 weeks in, I bought a charger. The screen lit. 347 messages. Voicemails swung from rage to performance crying. We can work through this if you come home. You're having a breakdown. We had plans for you. Their version of me had to be broken, because the alternative meant they were. I deleted everything. No reply. Boundaries can be quiet. Act 9. A new Rhythm Fridays turned into beach dinners with chemo and friends. Cold beer, fresh fish, sunset. That never got old. You miss the mainland? He asked. I miss the idea of it, I said. He nodded. There's missing what was real and missing what you wished was real. He was right. I'd been loyal to a fantasy. Act 10. Closure 3. Months later, I signed divorce papers in a Honolulu office. Patricia, the lawyer, slid the file over. Congratulations, you're free. Freedom didn't feel like running. It felt like choosing. I moved into the small apartment above Lanny's shop. Ocean out the window, code on the screen. My calendar filled with local clients who paid on time and said, Mahalo. I made more money doing work I loved than I ever made currying favor. Chemo texted. Sunset Beer Summit in 1 hour. Tommy caught Ono. Elena's bringing Mac salad. I closed the laptop. The work could wait. The life couldn't. Act 11. The point on the sand, we passed plates and stories. Somewhere far away, the Prescotts were probably still rewriting the narrative. I wished them well. Their happiness and mine no longer overlapped. The spaghetti incident wasn't the end. It was the catalyst. The line in the sand. Hawaii wasn't an escape. It was a home I hadn't dared imagine. Button. If you're standing on a porch, covered in someone else's mess, and the door behind you leads back to a cage, remember this. You don't owe anyone your dignity. Sometimes the bravest apology is the one you never give. Book the ticket. Let the phone ring. Walk toward the ocean.